That's excellent. That's excellent.
Yeah. Go on. do we start this off?
What's up, Boo? Hey, guys, thanks for coming to the What's Up, Boo podcast. We're just getting this started. Me and my boy Trevor here. I'm Steve. That's Trevor. We are just some people who work together, and thought some of our conversations were better on camera than they might be in person because we can't really talk about them at work. We get in trouble. So it's not workplace appropriate. So this is good for us to have these conversations here. Yeah, I posted 18 plus on my face. Oh, I went out of range there. I posted 18 plus on my Facebook post just so that I didn't have like kids that jumped in, because this is so. Trevor, first off, I can't wait for your eye to do the thing. I need that to. It's so fun. My dog is like the fuck. Let me. It's running away. I get it. Get down. Them looks go quick, buddy. Them looks go quick. So today at work, you came to me and started asking me about this guy who let his wife.
22.
There you go, Adam 22 let his wife have sex with a porn star while he was married to her. And there's a financial gain there, right? So there's money in it for him. And you asked me, would I, right? Is that something I would do with my wife? Would I say, yeah, honey, go ahead. There's money in there. How much we talking?
You're going to have to throw a whole lot of zeros on it for me to even be a conversation.
Well, here's the issue, though, okay? We're not in Adam 22's position. He has a lot more money than us already. So you would think that zero has to be another decimal or so ahead of us, of our number.
If I'm that financially stable, there is zero chance I am ever letting it happen.
Here's the other question, too, because I think this is important, right? I think there's a difference between your wife comes to you and says, hey, I want to do this for us, for money, and you going, hey, I want you to do this for us, for money. Because I got to tell you, she would have to be able to quit work and for me to pay off this house before I think I could go to my wife with that. Because first off, smoke show. I'm batting out of my league. My wife is a smoke show. And I love her very much. I think she'd punch me in the neck if I tried to get her to fornicate with somebody else. I think I'd have to take a punch. I'd have to have a strong chin. No, I'd have to have a strong chin, but I would have that strong chin for 7 figures. You know what I mean? Like, ooh.
Okay, but so like you said, my situation now, yeah, probably. You throw 7 figures out, that's going to be a hard to save. But if I already got, $1 million in the bank, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's no way.
That ain't happening.
And it's not.
My wife will come to me and say, hey, let's do this for whatever. Like, pack your shit and roll. Like, we're done. It's not happening.
See, I have more. It's easier for me if she came to me and was like, hey, I want to do this, like, to make the money. That would be easier, I think, than me going to her, right? Because it's her body. So me choosing that for her seems real janky, right?
So if you find yourself in that situation, the way you start that conversation off is, hey, babe, for $10 million, you know what I mean?
Bro, for $10 million, I'll take it. For $10 million, I'll lay down. Like, what are we talking about here? Okay, For 10 million, she ain't even. I don't even need to talk to her. That's just. Yeah, no. I'll take the back shots for the 10 million.
Well, but then, right? There was the other guy I was thinking about. He just does it because, like, he's into it.
Yeah, well, that's so. Cucking is what you're talking about. Here's the thing. There's a lot of different fetishes I get, right? Like, I'm like, okay, that makes sense to me. Cucking's not one. I just don't. It doesn't.
That's just, yeah. How?
What?
Like, growing up, right? At what point, or what gets you to the fact of I like to watch my significant other have sex with someone?
Yeah, what happened to you? Who hurt you? That you went. You know what's fun for me is watching people I love get something that I can't do for them. Because that's really what that is, right? Like,
essentially. But how do you put yourself in that situation? Like, did you walk in on your girl cheating on you and then
stuck around for a few minutes?
Oh, I kind of like it.
I don't think that's how that happened. It couldn't happen like that. My guess is it starts off slower than that, right? You've watched your girl take care of herself and you not being involved. You were still like, oh, this is right. So it starts like that, and then it works its way up to toys until eventually you're like, okay, let's hit that threshold. But I don't understand that I don't.
We need to put a clip on here. We need to find somebody who's into it and ask him these questions. Because let's be honest, you and I don't know, man. I can't fathom watching that.
Well, so this is going on YouTube, and we'll ask some people later. Maybe we'll get somebody on a future episode because I can add more people to this.
Yeah.
But if you're watching this on YouTube, let us know in the comments down below. Is this something that especially men? If you're a woman and you just want your dude to watch you get I get that from your perspective, right? No, men. If you're a man, let me know. Is this weird? Is this something you're into? Also, walk us through it, right? Because maybe there's an aspect, right? So, like, I understand. I've got like this light power fetish thing where I understand, like, the whole, like, wanting to get it with your principal. You're like, oh, or like the secretary boss dynamic and stuff like that, right?
Right.
And it's not about being with your boss. It's not about your stepmom in some of those cases. It's not about that. It's about the power dynamic, and that's hot, right? So is there something I'm missing in this case that, like, because I'm just looking at it as watching your significant other
now scenario
get something.
of she wants it to be with another woman, have at it. I will watch all day. And I'm probably going to try and join.
But trying to join kills the cuck thing, right?
Well, see, I mean, I guess, yeah, but that just comes from me not understanding the fact that, like, I don't know, man.
You like my dog's donut, by the way?
Which one of your dogs is special? The one with the donut?
First off, they're both special as shit.
Well, like, which one had the problems?
Both of them. This one, the big one, that's Lumi. She's the one who just got neutered or whatever. She's the one that we got who was like the cheap one. She was the guy was like, look, I'll give her to you for 200. I'll give her to you for $200. She's got a heart murmur and she probably ain't gonna live crazy long. And we were like, ooh, that's tough. But then we just went and got them checked out. And the other one, the $800 one, the expensive one, she's the one with the bad kidney. And like this one, they're like, nah, she's perfectly fine. This one over here, so this is Lumi, that's Oreo. Oreo's underweight. Oreo is the one with the bad kidney. Like, Oreo's the one who isn't, like, has anxiety and pees in the house.
Yeah.
Bro, it's not, don't ever get animals.
I feel like they're just like, they're like kids, like our dogs, man. We have like the oldest one who gets in the most trouble. Then you have the middle who is like the perfect child. And then you have the third one who is just batshit crazy 100% of the time.
You can't look. Check this out. my dog. Oh, you just missed it. She had her foot up on top of the other dog and was just looking at me like, what are you gonna do about it? Would you get down? Bro, this is Oreo. This is the one with the kidney, right? I call this one Derp.
I love the donut, like being an actual donut.
Yeah. That's she can take that off right now while she's out. There you go. That's like, it's supposed to be like the cone to keep them from like whatever. So my wife just got these little donuts for him, which is pretty cool. She's about to be back to like good. Because it's almost 10 days now since her surgery. So they said 10 to 14. So in another couple days, we'll let her. Stop. Okay, she's super hugging. That is super hugging. They're both girls, they're sisters. Stop super hugging.
That's what my wife's parents say about their dog. They call it hugging.
This is super hugging. It's my niece. My niece is the first one. She's in a house with like 4 dogs and like there's 4 kids, and she's like, they're super hugging. She's like 6. I'm like, that's all right. So
there's another one in the comments. What you call your dogs? They're going at it.
What do you call it when the dog grabs hold of another dog? Especially in front of kids. I'm interested in that.
Right.
So the other question you had then, the other thing that you had brought up was
So it kind of my train of thought leading into, would you be with, date, marry, whatever you want to call it, a porn star?
Like,
I mean,
are they active or inactive?
If you're with a significant other who is not like in porn, right?
Yeah.
But you're cool with watching. Then the train of thought went into, well, I wonder if like someone would date a porn star who like going into it, that's what they do, and you're just okay with being with them.
See, for me, it's a job, right? Like if someone, I wouldn't want somebody to come to me and be like, oh, I'm not into like drivers. Like, you're a driver. That means that your ass is sweaty all the time. It means that you don't shower. It means all these, hold on. All these negative stereotypes, right, about the job. But really right now what you're doing is when you say like, oh, I don't know if I would date a porn star, you're just thinking about the negative stereotypes that go along with it. When the truth is, this person's at work all day, right?
There's zero chance. There's zero chance that I ever would.
It don't bother me at all. That doesn't bother me at all.
Like if I got into a relationship and regardless of how long it was, if it got into like oh hey, by the way, I do porn.
First off, if it's an oh hey, by the way, and it's more than like a week-long relationship.
Like if I find out that is how they are providing income, game over.
Hold on, how much income?
Now, if it was like I used to in the past, probably a little bit more open to that.
Dude, I'm getting ready to sell feet pictures. You ain't.
Game
bro.
up.
I'm thinking.
I told Morgan, I'm like, get pedicure. I'll pay for a pedicure every day.
Oh, my feet pictures. I'm gonna sell my feet pictures. I've decided I'm gonna do masculine feet pictures. I'm gonna take pictures in like wood shavings. I'm gonna take pictures on like stumps with like small axes next to me. Like my foot just. Like in a cigar, right? Like in a smoking jacket or something, right? Like I'm gonna have manly ass pictures. Like dudes are gonna feel straight beaten to my feet pictures. And I'm not gonna take care of my toenails at all. Like I'm just gonna.
You're gonna definitely corner the market on that. You're gonna be one of the few, if not the only person selling man feet pictures.
Could you imagine that? I'm gonna let this dog run outside.
The sad thing is, though, is I guarantee you that there's people that would buy that, right? Like, if that got to the right person.
Oh, I think it would blow up.
There was a girl that you heard about a while back. He would fart into a jar and ship it to people.
I know.
And they would pay her for it.
Remember when Pokimane sold her bath water for like $500 a jar?
Dude, like there are I shouldn't be surprised that people like to cuck and do all those sorts of things whenever you know that there's people paying for that? Like,
well, and like,
what?
There's like Japanese vending machines for used underwear. Like, I didn't got none of that. Oh yeah. Like,
that's insanity,
dude. The world is full of just the most vile people.
Come up with some of it, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know. I don't know where people come up with it.
Well, that's a funny thought too. Like, what step in your life started where that eventually got you to the end step of, I like dirty, worked out in underwear with like snail trails in them that I just sniff and like rub on myself.
Yeah.
Like, what's the step before that?
Yep.
Like, and then like, what? How do you, like, the people that you're actually intimate with? Are you like, they get home from working out and you're like, you better not go to the fucking shower. Like, you better not. Just get straight in the room. I want that sour milk on my nose.
Working out in that August heat.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Construction.
That's fucking gross.
Let me get down and dirty.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Just imagine the, like, you know those little black things you get on the back of your neck when you get real sweaty? Just imagine those, like, under the tits. Just some. Oh fuck. Oh.
And some people would be like, "Oh yeah, keep talking about it." Just to warm up.
If anybody's there's for sure someone gonna see this at one point.
That they're all about it.
Just handing out literature. Just feeding the geeks.
More power to them, right? Like, what you do is what you do, but not for this guy.
It's wild to me.
Yeah,
it's absolutely
and part of it, right, is so like that one where the girl that was like literally farting into a jar. Like, number one, nobody likes the smell of somebody else's fart.
There are people. There are people.
Well, right, but I feel like, how do you get to that point, right? Like, someone farts and you're just like, oh yeah. Like, what? And how do you know the girl didn't just go buy an empty jar at the dollar store and mail it to you?
Because it smells like butthole.
What if it doesn't? What if she's just like, oh, they didn't stink that day, you know?
Well, what gets me is like...
Scam.
How are you going to... that's not what I want. What gets me is like... At what point do you just start going to everybody you know and they go like, hey, anytime you get a fart, put it in a jar. I'll give you $2 for it. I'm selling it for 10. Right? Like, because I got to tell you, give me some jars. Give me some jars. Also, give me some of them undies. I'll stink them up real good.
I don't know why, but I just had the thought of like...
Hold on, give me a second. Show you this fucking dog real quick. Alright, then. She's got the whole carpet ripped up.
Oh,
look
God.
at her. Get off my goddamn carpet, dog. Hey, psst. Get the fuck off my carpet. Move. I'm fucking with the carpet. Fuck my carpet. All right.
So I don't. Whenever you were just talking about that, asking everyone you know, right?
Yeah.
How awkward is it? So people that are into it, right? Like, hey, honey, I need you to go ahead and just, fart right in my face.
So, well, that's like the people who want shit on. Like, I know you know what I'm talking about. Like, or here's the here's the thing that has to start from like wanting pissed on, and then I'm like, oh, because like there's a part of me that goes, okay, if you got a piss fetish, I almost get it, right? Like I'm definitely not into it.
I will never get that either.
Yeah, I'm definitely not into it, but like, sure, whatever floats your boat. But then like, what's next level from piss fetish? I'll tell you, it's probably shit fetish, right?
So, when I was younger, my aunt lived in like a below and above duplex, right?
Did you shit on your aunt? Because I'm...
Don't tell anybody. So, my
live.
brother and I used to go out and hang out. So my aunt's only a few years older than us. She kind of was, at the time, more like a big sister, right? So we were out, and her neighbor, we were all just out there kind of hanging out, drinking. She was, the older one that would help us out when we needed some alcohol. But yeah, the neighbor said that he was sleeping with this chick, and he said that he had to stop because he had to pee. And she just said, just do it inside of me.
What? Hold on.
Yeah.
Have you ever been, like, fully torqued?
Negative.
And have to pee?
No.
No, it's because biologically that's not supposed to work like that.
I mean, when you were younger, though, if you wake up with morning wood and you gotta pee, it's not impossible to do.
No, but by the time you're peeing, you're not still fully torqued. It starts going down. Yeah. Things open up. But you talking about mid-stroke? You just like... My man said that he just peed right inside of her while they were going at it. He said she asked him, and he rolled with it. I just imagine she's a walking UTI.
Right? You're with somebody who's just into it, and in the midst, you're just like, screw it, why not?
Well, that's so like, if it's like, well, because here's the thing, so like, nut, right? Like,
yeah.
If you're into that, dope. Like, that's great. Like, so I have to assume like it's only a half step then further. Oh, I guess it would be a whole step to go to right. So it's like for a female, right? Like, I want what's inside of you, and they're like, oh well, I got a peanut. Well, I want that too, right? Then you go like you gonna step in. Shit, gonna be the next part. Like, you want that too?
I would feel too awkward in that. Like, as soon as she would say that, I would be so pee shy. I probably wouldn't even be able to pee around her for
ever. It wouldn't happen. Get
God.
down from stop trying to stand on the goddamn computer.
There's no way. I don't think I could make that happen.
Well, so like, have you seen the stuff where like women will take their man's ejaculate and like put it into their pancake mix and stuff? Or like,
I have never seen that, but that is
I've seen
the worst things I've ever imagined in my life.
I've seen this woman make ice cubes out of it, and she'd put it in like her tea, and oh my god, I'm gonna fucking puke.
So
I'm gonna fucking puke.
A little on, still kind of in that same ballpark. A buddy of mine, his aunt, used to use breast milk in their recipes that called for milk. And gave it to like their family, like mac and cheese. He would use breast milk, like when she would pump,
like Cambodian breast milk, like
and just
making the band.
Hey guys, we're having mac and cheese tonight. By the way, I used breast milk instead of like vitamin D milk. You know what I mean? Like, there's some extra vitamin D.
There's some extra. We pumped a little too much today.
Just straight up breast pump. Oh, cup and a half of milk. Let me go to the bottle real quick.
Milk is $4.50 a gallon. I mean, we're gonna have to make it. You want some cereal? Hey, honey, go pump for 10 minutes. I'll get you some cereal. Hold on a second. Bro, that's so bad.
I couldn't. If I find out, I would hope that the husband knew, right? Like, I'm sure the kids, she probably didn't mention anything, but like, I would hope that the husband knew that, because if Morgan would do that and not tell me and I found out about it, it would probably be World War III in my household. Like,
I think it's a disrespect thing, right? But also, like, you gotta remember, there's people who like save their placenta after birth, and then cook shit up to eat it in like parts.
Right, but now, whether it's true or not, I don't know. But I've heard that it's good. Like, it's good for you.
Yeah, I've heard it's very good for you. High in iron, lots of other stuff. I don't give a fuck how good it is for you, bro. Bro,
I'm giving it to your baby.
Look at the size of me, okay? I'm not here to eat what's good for you, okay? I'm not eating fucking placenta because it's good for you. If that was the case, I'd be eating Brussels sprouts and shit. There's others to take a daily vitamin. Don't eat fucking placenta.
Did you see the Rogan episode where I forget who it was. He was an Asian guy, I think, and like his friends that had babies, he would be like, "Send me the placenta." Like he would eat other people's placenta. Yeah,
That's a cannibal. You're a cannibal. You trying to?
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Oh. It's
Right?
just too much, man. It's too much. You sending chills down my spine. It's too much.
I'm telling you, man. They're just like I said earlier, you do you, but like there are some people into some shit that is just mind-boggling.
So, of all the people you've dated, okay, the millions, what is? Tell me something that one of them was into that was weird. Like, was there anything like? And it doesn't necessarily have to be like the most kinky thing, like dirty and vulgar, but like, do you have a girl that just like wanted you to be mad at her all the time, or like?
I gotta be honest, man. That's one I would probably have to think about. Because I feel like, I mean, right off the top of my head, I feel like everything's kind of pretty standard, right? Like,
Yeah.
nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, there have been maybe some crazy things that happened. Now, not saying that they were like they loved it and always wanted to do that, but yeah, I think probably mine are all kind of just standard. I'm gonna have to think on that one and get back to you.
I had this girl who I did not date, but I thought she was cute. I was like, oh, this is, and I'd never really talked to her, but one day I like was around her and spoke to her, and immediately she was a like stage 5, just creepy, but like.
Yeah.
She immediately was like, "Hi, perfect," and I'm like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? And she's like, "I just think you're perfect. You're." And she talked to me like that every time we talked.
Yeah,
Every
right.
single time we talked, she talked to me like that.
You didn't get a knife in the back when you stopped talking to her.
Oh no! I mean, we only fornicated one time.
Apparently, it was magical.
But no, it was not. It was
To her,
not.
it was.
No.
To her, it was.
Here's no, and
From now on, you're Mr. Perfect.
dude, she used to be like, she would see me at like, and this is, I'm talking, dude, when I say years ago, I mean close to 20 years ago, right?
Yeah.
But she would just like see me
say that.
like around a corner and be like, "Hi, perfect." I'm like, what?
Yeah. You need to get away from me.
The post nut clarity lasted the rest of my life, right? Like I got one ordeal out of that and never again. I was just like, I don't want to be anywhere around this psychopath.
Yeah, for sure.
Wildness. Absolute wildness. But that's the weirdest thing I've ever run into.
There was a girl, so she was a cleat chaser in school. And
A what? A cleat chaser?
Cleat chaser.
So she just dated
So, like,
sports
hung
dudes.
around like the baseball players.
Okay.
Basically like just went after the baseball guys. I can't remember. I think football players might have called them cleat chasers. Anyway. Oh, apparently it's just athletics.
Yeah, got it.
So nothing ever happened, right? Like there was a time that it almost did, but this girl, everyone knew that like she was all after the athletes. It is what it is, right?
My brother said I just can't take a compliment. Hi, perfect. He said you just can't take a compliment. Yeah, that's it. That's my bad. I'm the one who went weird with that.
If I get called Mr. Perfect, I'm going to the police and filing a restraining order immediately.
I'm telling you, it was the softest. Hi, perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like as scary as someone chasing me with a chainsaw. You know what I mean? Like that's that subtle just, hi, perfect. If you ever leave me, I'll kill you. Like,
Yeah, because that's the shit where like you wake up and it's all like a blur, and you're like handcuffed with fuzzy handcuffs to like a radiator somewhere next to another dead dude, and she's like, "Hi, perfect." One of your legs is missing. Like,
right?
Nah. I'm collecting you, perfect.
Get away from that. Nah.
My brother said, sounds like my type. Everybody wants to be wanted. Everybody wants to be wanted.
I mean, yeah, hey, look, I'm sure that there are guys that would just be like, bring it on.
See, now it's funny because and actually it's weird that we say this because I think after that girl, I fell in love with the complete opposite. Like, she pushed me so far away. I fell in love with somebody who looks around corners now and she's like, the fuck you looking at, bitch? Like, I'm like, oh, love you too, honey. Like,
that's all me, man. Like, because I'm like you, I'm a sarcastic asshole. Like, it just is what it is, right?
Yeah.
So be a sarcastic asshole back to me. Like,
yeah, I need a bit of that. I need a bit of that.
Yeah.
I'd never thought about it from a perspective of my wife being sarcastic. I just always assumed she really means it. God bless her. She probably does.
Either way, I would still rather that than someone just
being
all the time. I guess you can call it
weird. So weird.
Yeah.
Nah, that's the creepiest shit. I always had this girl that I dated, who wound up on coke, like, and then blamed me for it. Her parents blamed me for it. So my parents came to me and was like, hey, you doing drugs? Did you get this girl on drugs? And I was like, no, that bitch is crazy, and started doing drugs and then wouldn't tell me because she knew my mom had done drugs and thought that it would break us up. And I was like, you're right, because you're doing coke. It's not like she was popping an oxy here and there or smoking. No, she was straight up doing coke, and it was like, I thought you'd leave me if you found out I was doing coke. And I was like, you're right. Like, but this girl used to call me a crazy amount. When I say a crazy amount, I mean, like, she'd call and I'd be like, hey, what's up? She's like, nothing, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just riding over to my buddy's house, or I'm going to wrestling training. And she's like, oh, yeah, okay. And I was like, all right, let me hop off here. You know, we're not talking about nothing. Like, I'm heading over there. I'll hit you back up. She's like, all right. 2 minutes later, my phone would ring. And I'd be like, hey, what's up? She'd be like, nothing, what are you up to? I'm like, on the way to fucking wrestling training. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, she'd just like that awkward silence.
Yeah, she'd be like, oh, still? And I'm like, yeah, we talked like 2 minutes ago. She's like, I just miss you. I'm like, it's great, but we're not talking about anything. Like, stop. Yeah. And she would keep doing, ooh, that made me hot. I got real salty over that.
Yesterday or the day before at the office, Morgan called me. And she started talking. I was like, this better be important. Shit, I'll talk to you after work.
If my wife calls me, I just assume someone's very much hurt. Like, something is happening. Because we don't talk like that. We don't really talk on the phone. Hi, babies.
Yeah.
Trevor wants to give you love, too. Don't lick my mouth, fucking motherfucker. Don't show everybody our secret. Are they
purebred, boxers?
Yeah, this is Oreo. Over here. Look over here. Yep. She's my little they're both purebreds.
She's the youngest right there.
Yep.
She is she is half lab, half Rhodesian Ridgeback. And then we got...
That's a type of dragon, right?
Yeah, right. Then we got the golden over there. She's the middle. And then here's the pain in the ass.
Oh, boy.
The big fatty.
The big fatty. That's me.
He literally answers the fatty.
My brother said that dog thinks you're perfect. Anyhow. But yeah, both these are just over a year old. They just turned a year on October 26th, so they're just barely a year old.
Rifkin will be 15. I think he'll be 9 or 10 on Christmas. I have to think about it. He was born Christmas of 2014.
No. You see this? Are you looking at this?
10 on Christmas. Man, you're getting old, boy.
That's the I'm getting ready to fuck shit up look. That's the let's fight look. Let's wrestle.
I would love if she would just annihilate you right now.
Look at this. Look at them. They're about to go hand by hand on each other. What the fuck are you doing?
Killing me.
What are you guys doing? Stop being jabrones. It's well past their bedtime. Like, well past their bedtime. Did you get the
nails cut or whatever it's
called? No, we had them. They were already...
Yeah.
6 inches or whatever.
I feel like that's kind of ignorant to do to a dog.
Yeah, it is. Now, I will say this. Now, look, her hair is like stood the whole way up, all the way back. Her all the way back, her back. Her hair is all the way up.
Your wife's probably about to peek around the corner and say, "Hi, perfect."
Hi, perfect. I'm wondering what the hell's going on with her. Because that's not normal. Hey! Cut it out. No. Give me a second. I gotta nip this in the bud before it turns into something.
All right. What's he doing? Word up.
They've been playing rough as all get out since they were born. And
Yeah.
here's the thing. It's supposed to be decent for them to play like that. But every once in a while they get on each other. And they'll bloody each other. I mean, they will just straight up bloody each other while playing. Oh, yeah. Yep.
I always kind of felt bad, right? So my mom has Rifkin's sister, like same litter, and like they're I don't know. There was a time where when they were young, they loved each other. Then they went through this like just would not be around one another, and now they just kind of, whatever, don't care.
Yeah.
These two. I was kept closer when they were younger, so they would do that kind of stuff, but.
These two couldn't live without they're sisters. They've never been apart. They have severe anxiety whenever they are apart.
Yeah.
Would you get off the damn computer?
I felt so terrible whenever we got our golden.
Yeah.
It was like a scene from a movie that would break your heart. We put her in the truck, and they had the mom out kind of just loose.
Yeah.
And there was a long lane that went back to this farm where we got her, and the mom chased us like halfway down the lane when we got her, and then just stood there in the middle of the lane watching us drive away with her dog, with her baby.
Damn.
I wanted to turn around and just give her back at that point. It was heart-wrenching. This dog was watching us drive away.
Well, that was one of our big things, right? Because Lumi, the big dumb one, she wasn't going to be sold, I'm sure, and there was only 3 of them left. I was taking sister, and someone else was taking brother, and then it would just been her, and I was like, oh, she's gonna.
Yeah.
Nah. Okay.
Well, and they hooked you up with that one too, right?
Yeah. They gave us her for cheap.
Yeah.
And even $800 for a purebred, that's not. I mean, they're both purebred. They're both purebred white boxers. People really don't.
It blows my mind. I paid $200 for a purebred golden retriever, and Rifkin was $125 for purebred.
That's crazy.
So I just got lucky because
people don't want purebred white boxers because white boxers have a much higher chance of being deaf or blind. Ours aren't.
Really?
Oh yeah, much higher. Like I think it's like a 60% higher chance. It's like a crazy amount higher. But ours, neither one of them are deaf or blind. And Lumi's got 2 different color eyes. She's got a brown eye and a blue eye. Which is real cute. Well, okay. You're perfect.
This is the I want to go outside.
Yeah. That's...
Yeah. Go somewhere.
That's the I'm gonna fuck you up.
I wish you would.
Break out the bionic elbows.
Do they backtalk you?
Oh, yeah. I get sass. Yeah. I get sass. You were just... Get off of the computer. Yeah. They're ready for bed, these two. I'm surprised they're not sleeping. That's probably why they're getting antsy and angry, because it is well past their bedtime.
Yeah, we got to start wrapping up, because I got to get this household ready for bed.
I was going to say, man, we polish this off. It's 45 minutes in, and not a lot of downtime. Not a lot of downtime at all. So, my daughter did a dance today, and one of the dance moves was this. It went, and it's my favorite thing in the world now. So I think I'm gonna do it to my wife when she gets mad at me, because the dance is like, hold on. So it was like, Jesus. Stop. Get down. So you slide back and then fucking dog. Damn. Go.
The shoulders moving forward was. That's it.
They got no time for my horse shit. But yeah, that's your dance move for the day. I hope you loved it. Psst, stop super hugging. Get down. God, fuck, I told you.
It's game one
It's,
now.
stop it.
That's better than the Tyson and
Get down.
what Jake Paul
No.
fight.
Headset came out. You there?
I'm right here. Still around.
Now you there?
Yeah.
What the? Why can't I hear you? Hello?
I'm not muted or anything.
There we go. No, it was when it unplugged, I had to replug it in and decide. And it was like, what is this? What is happening? So I had to. That's my bad. They ripped my thing out. Anyways, yeah, much more action than the Tyson fight. Yeah, I'm gonna get these jabronis to bed, guys. Thanks for tuning into the Boo Podcast. We don't know how often we're gonna do these things, but tune back in. I don't know what our next stuff will be that we talk about, but we're gonna find some current stuff, and whenever we run into an inappropriate topic at work, we'll bring it back here for you guys. Yep. For my boy Trevor, I'm Steve. Thanks for tuning in. Send us money or something.